Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll share with you all Khatta Bhaji recipe. There we go. That's looking so nice and it's so tasty as well. So in terms of ingredient, we've got our star ingredient, which is our Khatta Bhaji. Now, I don't know how to clean this up. This is the first time we've cleaned it up at home. Normally we get this from my parents. But what we've done is we've just taken all the, we've just taken the leaf off and we've just washed it. Now, to this amount, we've got about a bunch of Khatta Bhaji. Now, to that, I've got about 3 bangan or your eggplants, and I've thinly sliced it, and it is just chilling in some cold water. We've then got half a onion here, so half an onion that I've sliced here. We've got some curry leaf. We've got garlic and chili. If you have smaller chili, you don't need to crush it. You can just add to this straight away. We've got some coriander, which we'll be using at the end, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, you also need some hot water because the first step, and I'll show you that, but the first step is we'll firstly boil this out, take all the khatta or the sourness away, not all of it, but most of it, before we start cooking it. Cool, so the first step is what we'll do is we'll blanch our Khatta Bhaji for about 5 minutes. So I've got some water boiling here, and to that I'll add in my Khatta Bhaji. I haven't added any salt or anything to this. Now don't be afraid to do this step. You will still have a Khatta Bhaji. It won't be as khatta though, and this is really crucial step as well. This is how our family makes it as well. And also with the color, don't be worried. It's fine if it does go to this color. And if you don't have, normally when you make Khatta Bhaji, you need a special tool to make it really pasty. Now, if you don't have that tool, this is great because once you've done this, you can chop it up in thin slices and then you can cook this up. Awesome. So this has been about 5 minutes now. So what we'll do is we'll drain this off, chop this up, and we'll start the cooking process now. Now with the liquid, if you want, you can save this liquid as well. It's got a lot of tanginess to this, so it's got that khattapan in this in this water, and it's quite nutritional as well. So you can cool it down, and you can make a really yummy juice out of it as well. Quite refreshing. You can add a little bit of tamarind, and it's a really nice tangy juice, especially on a really nice hot summer's day. There we go. So yeah, save this if you want to. If you don't want to, you can drain it off. So I've got my pan on medium heat. To that I'll add in some oil. You don't need to use a lot of oil. You just need probably about a tablespoon of oil in there. So the pan's heated up. To that I'll add in onion and curry leaf. Now you can add jeera to this as well. I just don't add any whole spices or any jeera, methi, sarso to my bhajis, so I won't be adding that. Now that my onion has slightly browned off and it's starting to get translucent as well, to that I'll add in my garlic and my chili. And you'll see I haven't crushed my garlic very thinly because I do like some a little pieces of garlic in my bhaji. Now if you've got smaller chilies, so if you've got jangli mircha, you can add it whole as well. That's cooked off slightly. To that I'll add in my bangan, my eggplant. Now you want to cook off your bangan before you add in your Khatta Bhaji, and the reason for that is if you add your Khatta Bhaji, your bangan won't cook off really nicely. So we'll add in our bangan now. To my bangan I'll add in my salt as well. Give it all a good mix and cover this up, and you cook off your bangan or your eggplant. When you come and check on your bangan, just make sure, like with the back of your spoon, mash it up so that it gets nicely mashed when we add in our Khatta Bhaji. That's cooking away nicely. I haven't added any water to this. This is because the water in there is because I was soaking in water, so that's how I suspect that's where there's some water in there, but that's okay because that's just going to help me cook this off a bit more faster. Beautiful. We'll just go check on my bangan, my eggplant. It looks like it's cooked now. There we go. That's looking nicely cooked. So what I'll do now is I'll add in my chopped up Khatta Bhaji. You want to give this all a really nice mix. There we go. And now you want this to cook in low heat. And just with the back of your spoon, just make sure you keep meshing this. There we go. Just keep meshing this up. If you have the thing to koto your bhaji, that's beautiful. You cook it up and then you use that. It's like a wooden thing to koto your bhaji, but I don't have it, so I'll just use the back of my spoon. Nice. So we'll just let this cook off. Remember, the eggplant's all cooked off now, and we had boiled our khatta bhaji, so that's cooked off as well. But we want all the flavors to mix together really nicely. And the longer you cook it in low heat, the nicer it becomes. Now, if you haven't chopped it up, or if your bhaji isn't as mashed up as mine, then what you want to do is the water that we took out when we boiled this, keep probably like 2-3 tablespoons of it, and if you cook it and it dries out, then you can add that water in there as well. Beautiful. So we'll cover this up and I'll cook this for about another 5 minutes. So we'll just have a quick look to see how it's going. Oh, that's looking so nice, and it's smelling so good as well. There we go. Give it another mix. Now you could also cool this and then blend it up and then heat it back up as well if you want to as well, but if you want a really smooth paste. But this is beautiful for me. Now coriander is optional. Normally people don't add coriander. I like to add coriander. It really does bring up really yummy taste. So what I'll do is I'll add in some coriander to this. And now if you're adding coriander, and if you're going to preserve this, so if you're going to keep this in the fridge for a few days, then what you want to do is you just want to cook off your coriander slightly. So I'll cook off my coriander for about a minute before we serve this up. Now ideally we like to keep this in the fridge for a week, but we love khatta bhaji, so in my house in about 2 days this is all gone. Beautiful. You also want to check in your salt as well, because we've only added a little bit of salt. So now's a great time to check your salt and add more if you want to as well. There we go. We'll give you a close-up of what that looks like. We've had a quick taste as well, and that tastes really good. Now if you like my channel, if you do try this recipe, or if you like any recipe that I'm posting and you do try those recipes, well, let me know how it turns out. Feel free to like, share and subscribe, and do let me know what else you want me to post. Take care guys. Bye.